Hey, what's up, guys? I never did a build video before, but I just wanted to kind of go over my gear and my build. It's not exactly the same as a couple of other guys out there. I do want to give a big shout out to Zish. I started with his baseline guide or whatever, and kind of went off and did a couple other things to make it feel a little better. I feel. I guess we start off with the gear. With my decks, it's around a 300 plus DPS cold damage claw. Got the heat shiver, 40% increased Frostblades damage enchant. Got the yoke with the breath of rhyme anoint for the 50% increased cold duration or cold ailments or whatever for the heat shiver. Shield, 55 decks for stacking decks, of course. That 8% of cold damage is extra chaos damage. The shield adds a ton of damage. Stacking some more decks, double cold damage mod with the cold and fire enchant. And then I needed this before I finally found a lethal pride that had quite a bit of DPS, so I don't really need the strength anymore, but the flat cold, it's just a nice ring in general. My chest is a pretty defensive chest. Got the ailments, and his damage taken is fire and lightning. The melee hit, 11% chance to fortify is pretty nice. I kind of would like to get the crit from my other one, but I just got the cold damage for now, which is, it's good too. My belt, I was dumb and went and slammed it and hit 23 strength. I should have just kept the double resist enchant or craft on it, but whatever. Boots, kind of messing around with the Ichor and Embers still to see what I want exactly, but it's good for right now. The Onslaught's nice. I tried freaking Orb Conflicting these gloves for +2. I went through 10 of them and it just was a big waste. It just kept going down. I actually knocked strike skills totally off it. I had it at grand, knocked it all the way off, got it all the way back up to both of them exceptional, and used my last Orb of Conflict. It knocked my projectiles down one notch, so kind of gave up on that for now, but otherwise there's still some pretty sweet gloves. I wanted to have all evasive gear so I could get the extra 15% spell suppression, mastery, because I was short on my spell suppression, so I did give up 16% increased attack speed on my other gloves. They were armor gloves, not evasion gloves, so also gave up some chaos resist, but I haven't been having any problems with it either way, so way here. I don't have a POB, but I see my damage reach well into the 2 millions when fully buffed and everything, but this is my base DPS. I don't have no problems hitting anything with the base, 95% base, so that's 6 attacks per second. My crit caps with all my buffs and everything, 35% chance to freeze is plenty enough. And then I think I'm upwards of like negative 60 cold penetration with everything. I couldn't handle having a build with only 3k life, so I kind of broke off. You'll see on my tree. Kind of broke off, took some extra life nodes and such. Got the 100% spell suppression. Got 51% for all that. I was trying to go for a full 100% like my Raider on the ailments, but it's just too much. I would have to change up my shield, and yeah, it's just not happening. Here's my leech and stuff. It's plenty. And I will have another frenzy charge here eventually, and another power charge, but when I moved my stuff around I took the power charge away for now because I'm pretty much at crit cap anyways. The fourth one will get me at get me capped, but I'm only like 3% off, I believe. All my res is capped except for chaos, which I really don't have a problem with anyways. Here's my tree. And just like if you watch this at all, you can pretty much go about it any way you'd like. The only thing really different I did was I took these down here, and then I filled out all these over here with the mastery for the 15% spell suppression. And then I took these down here for the extra ailment, non-damaging ailments for the heat shiver. I just felt only having like 30% on heat shiver was not that big of a damage increase. On my Raider I had it at like 160%, but the Trickster by far does way more damage. I didn't go with a large cluster. I am working on a jewel, large jewel. It's pretty specific how you have to have it to actually gain more damage, but it's increased attack speed, increased damage, and 35% effect. And then I was going to go with chaos resist on the other 4 chaos. So it would add like something like like 60% attack speed, 60% more damage, awesome, crazy, and then plus the 12% cold damage added in, which raises up to I believe 15 or 16 with the 35% increase of passives. That's something I'm thinking about. I'm at 5 strikes, so I really don't need the 6th one. If I do, I'll just get it through my gloves. If I try to Orb of Conflict it up again. This jewel does not look like much, but it actually does a lot more than you think. I had another jewel that had like 16% cold damage, 6% attack speed to claws, and what else? I had like another damage mod and a crit mod on it or something, and this does more damage somehow. So I just threw that jewel back in there. I got a Watcher's Eye, 8% chance to evade with Grace, and 13% cold pen. I'd kind of like to have a flat cold with that 8% evade, but that works for me. And I finally found a decent lethal pride. A lot of crit, fire res, double damage, life regen, crit, 1 max fortification, 5% strength. That Warcry buff is worthless. Stun, another crit, and I think another crit. Yeah, that boosts my damage insanely. I also have another one that actually gives me more. It gets me up over 300k on my skill screen, but it doesn't have the double damage. And with how many times you're attacking and how fast you attack, that double damage hits a lot. So I do have one other one, but the damage was super low on it. But it did add 2 double damages on it, but I couldn't pass up. It was like something like 50,000 less damage on my skill screen. And just for extra 5% double damage when I see it proccing plenty on big bosses. So yeah, it's pretty nicely pride. I think the other one I have is like has like 3 times 20% melee damage, and then all the rest is crit. I believe it only had one bad stat on it, but it was like a bunch of crit and a bunch of melee damage. And it gives me about 20k more damage than this one, but that double damage more than makes up for that. So sorry I'm kind of all over the place, but I just figured I'd get my build out there and kind of show you guys. If you check out my videos, I killed Eater World's first try, no deaths, and I've been taking down every boss, no problem. It's really tanky, more than you'd think. You can watch one of my other videos. I'm doing a Maven challenge with like Drox and all those guys, and literally standing in 3 of their faces and Can tank them. The tank Eater World's attacks. I doubt I can take his one lightning bolt attack, but it's easy to dodge. His other attacks I just kind of stood there and took pretty easy. So yeah, this build is really fun. I'll post some more gameplay videos here later on. But yeah, thanks guys.